What is the real Tyler's Bagway Nerd 2001 year continues with No Mercy, the penultimate pay-per-view of this stupid invasion angle. October 21st at the Severance Center in St. Louis, Missouri. So yeah. I'm gonna do this and the next pay-per-view, which will be right after. Yeah. This was a this pay-per-view was a million times better than Unforgiven. Let's just be honest. And we're almost at the end. We had this, Survivor Series, and Vengeance. So 3 to go. Huh. But anyways. This was a better pay-per-view. And like I mentioned before, No Mercy has been one of those strictly good pay-per-views. Strictly good B pay-per-views, actually. My bad. First off, Mick Foley was the WWF commissioner because when we go jump over to the Alliance, you know, ECW was never mentioned in one, or WCW or ECW was never mentioned except the WCW Championship, United States Tags, and Cruiserweights. Cruiserweight, my bad. But yeah, let's just talk about No Mercy. And most of these invasion, like these invasion angle periods were good. Invasion was good, SummerSlam was good, and this was good also. But Unforgiven was the worst of the why. But yeah, let's talk about this period. Chris Jericho won a number of contenders against Robin and for the WCW Championship. And I was praying that The Rock was not going to go Superman against Jericho like he did with Booker T. But yeah. But yeah, let's start off with... Oh, by the way, Molly was part of the Hurricane. Yeah, Molly was with the Hurricane guys. I guess she jumped over to the Alliance. Yeah. So anyways, that's one of the... Anyways, the Hardy Boys defeat the Hurricane, who is the European champion. And Lance Storm... Hurricane would not be European champion by Survivor Series because he lost to Bradshaw and he got it to Christian for some reason. But yeah, Hardys will retain the WCW Tag Team Champions. Then for some reason the Dudley Boys were the WCW Tag Team Champions and the Hardy Boys were the WWF Tag Team Champions by the time Survivor Series rolls around. Why couldn't they just have whatever? This was a good match for 7 minutes. A 7. It was actually a really good tag team match. Then we have Tess defeating Kane. This was another good match. Fun fact, this was the same city that Kane, Glenn Jacobs' best character, debuted. The character. Which, that's my 97 review. I'm going to talk about that when I get to my 97 review. But anyways, Tess wins. For some reason Nick Patrick was playing favors with Tess. And Kane got his heat back from chokeslamming the referee, Nick Patrick. Whatever, 6. It was decent. Then we have Tori Wilson, she jumped to the WWF because she was dating Tajiri, who was a WWF superstar, which Tajiri should have been on the enemy team, but whatever. Defeat Stacy Kibler, who she was with the Dudley Boys around this time in a lingerie match. This was more entertaining to watch than the Brothers versus Crawling match from Unforgiven. 5 out of 10 for that. Anyways. Edge defeats Christian in a ladder match to 40 Intercontinental, so Edge won the Intercontinental. So Edge won the Intercontinental for the second time. Yeah. Or no, the third time actually. Because he won in 99. And he had another one until SummerSlam. He lost it to Christian. And this was the third. And he lost it to Tess like before Survivor Series. And then he beats Kurt Angle for the United States Championship. Spoiler, Angle was not the US title at this point. Yeah, I think Angle won the title the following night on Raw, but whatever. Yeah, it's not Raw's War anymore, it's just Raw. Because of 9/11. Like Mancha, they should have been better as tag team than enemies. Same as Edge and Christian. But I'm not saying this was a bad match. This was a great match. 8.5. Not the best match of the night. The concerto on top of the ladders was actually a cool finish. And like I said before, Christian will be the European champion by Survivor Series. So yeah. And speaking of, the Dudley Boys defeats Big Show and Tajiri to retain the WWF Tag Team Champions. Yeah, they will lose it to The Rock and Chris Jericho for some reason, and then Jericho and Rock, yeah, they lost the tag team champions to Test and Booker T, and then they lose it to the Hardy Boys, and then the Dudley Boys won the WCW Tag Team Champions, whatever. That's why 5 years later, when they mentioned it in a feud with AMW and TNA, did that whole year. Not bad. This was not a good match, actually. This is probably the worst match of the card. I only got a 4, being generous. Anyways, The Undertaker defeats Booker T. Okay match. I think the Judgment 2004 match was better than this match. But yeah, Booker T was not the same after he lost to The Rock. When The Rock went Superman on him at SummerSlam and Unforgiven. But yeah, Undertaker wins. It was okay. 6.5. It was okay. But then we get to match of the night for the WCW Championship. Chris Jericho defeats The Rock for the WCW Championship, and Chris Jericho won the big one. Thankfully, The Rock did not win Superman on Chris Jericho, because when The Rock came back, he was basically like Superman to the Alliance. Yeah. And Jericho won almost clean, but then Stephanie McMahon interfered and inadvertently helped Jericho win the WCW Championship. Unfortunately, Jericho's run was not that memorable, honestly. If you go back to my top 25 worst world champions list, he was like somewhere in between. I forgot. It was 2 years ago, actually. But yeah, Jericho won the big one. Yeah, he defended against Booker T and Kurt Angle, who defected to the Alliance. Spoiler. Again, why Kurt Angle join the Alliance? Because you don't have the real big names like Hogan, Sting, Goldberg, Ric Flair, those guys, Kevin Nash. Whatever, a 9 out of 10, and at least Jericho was in WCW, and he never got a world champion, unfortunately. But yeah. But then anyways, the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And by the way, they were showing what side they're on. I'm not going to say whose side they're on for the majority of these reviews. Well, Survivor Series is the last time I'll mention it. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Kurt Angle and Rob Van Dam in a triple French for the WWF Championship. So Stone Cold keeps the WWF Championship until we get to December. They teased RVD joining the Alliance for some reason. Or no, Team WF, my bad. He's on the Alliance. Rob Van Dam is. He 5-star Frog Splash Austin, and he Frog Splash Angle, not in that order. He Frog Splash Angle first, and then Austin on the Go Home SmackDown. It's obvious Stone Cold's going to retain the WWF Championship. Although he originally was supposed to retain the title in Angle's hometown, Pittsburgh, but because of 9/11, they had to change the finish. Over that, and I thought Roman Reigns' leukemia that changes the whole plan for Survivor Series 20. Fuck that show. But yeah. 8.9 out of 10. Probably the second best match, but Vince and Shane interfere in the match. 8.5, not bad. Second best match tonight, probably the WCW Championship. I don't think the WCW Championship match between Rock and Jericho, my bad. Rock and Jericho should have been the main event, and this be the semi-May. But whatever. It was still a good main event, but over. No Mercy, fun pay-per-view. Probably one of the best pay-per-views of 2001, besides Mania, Rumble, Invasion. I give this 8 out of 10. Best fun pay-per-view. I really enjoyed No Mercy 2001. Probably one of the best No Mercies behind 05. Anyways, next up, Survivor Series. The end of the fucking Invasion. Thank the Lord. So yeah, Survivor Series after this. Bye. After this 10-minute for 10-second rest. So yeah, bye.